And I accept, but I see they have not included people with disabilities. So they've included the women. Maybe next time they will include the CEOs in disabled CEOs in that position to encourage the same. So the nominated, the one who was the nominated MCA before, I see he has experience in environmental problems. So I'm sure that she can solve the problems that we have about the environment in Kirinyaga country. So many roads we see, for example, in Kagio, they are very dry, in irrigation problems with the rice irrigation. So maybe we can solve all that in that docket. I'm very happy about this nomination. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Mr. Speaker, I raise to support the appointment of Caritas, and having been in the panel, that is the vetting panel, I can attest unto this house that the man is well versed for this department, and I'm double sure that he's very much ready to deliver. But Mr. Speaker, I would also like our chair also to clarify on the certificates, because maybe that's one of the requirements for that position. So it's good also for the chair to clarify about that. And so, Mr. Speaker, I support.
Nimesimama kuunga uteuzi wa bwana mmoja Frederick Fundi Ndamberi katika kamati ya miundo msingi na ujenzi. Mimi tumetangamana, binafsi tumetangamana na Frederick. Ni mtu mpenda kazi, ni mchapa kazi, na ninajua bayana kabisa ati kwamba akipewa jukumu hili hakika ni jukumu ambalo ataliweza. Jambo la kwanza ambalo limefanya niunge na nitake tuharakisha kuunga sisi wote kama bunge ni kwa sababu sehemu hii, kamati hili ni kamati ambalo tunalihitaji sana kama wajumbe. Waliotuchagua wametungoja, mabarabara yako sengemnenge. Kwa hivyo tutarajia tuanze kutengeneza mabarabara haraka iwezekanavyo. Kwa hivyo tukipata nafasi hii leo tuunge mkono na tumuunge, tumpitishe, itakuwa nafasi nzuri ili tuanze kazi. Pia katika kamati hii na kamati yangu ya ugamvi na mashamba, wanawiano wanafanya kazi sako kwa bako. Tunawangoja tuwapatie shamba ili waanze kujenga nyumba ambazo zinatarajiwa kujenga katika kila ward. Na ninajua tukipatia nafasi hii itakuwa nafasi nzuri na kazi itaanza mara moja. Kwa hivyo, Bwana Spika, nasimama hapa kuunga tumpatie nafasi Frederick Fundi Ndamberi.
Or against it? MCA Nyangatu Ward, I first want to wish you a prosperous 2023. Mr. Speaker, I wish to lay
Ndamberi Mwendia, MCA Nyangatu Ward.
Three, requesting for 2 special sitting to marshal the approval process of the above aforementioned nominees. Therefore, honorable members, this special sitting is convened after the receipt at 10 a.m. First special sitting for tabling of the approval hearing report and issuance of notice of the respective motions. Number 2, Monday 9th January 2023 at 10:30 a.m. The second Honorable members, I take this opportunity to welcome you to today's special sitting and also wish you a prosperous 2023. Thank you. Next.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Jeremiah.
As your servants, you have pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessing descend upon us here assembled and grant that we...
Otieno as the Chief Officer for Economic Planning, Budgeting and Procurement. Economic Planning on the approval hearing of the candidate nominated for appointment to the position of Chief Officer laid on the table of the Assembly on Monday, 9th January.
Honorable Kenneth Dabiri Mwendia, MC Nyakati Ward.
Proceed, Honorable Mwendia. In the Gazette shall notify the members of the press, business, date, and the time appointed for the special sitting of the Assembly. I want to confirm that the two special sittings to be held.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The end of business today, Monday, 9th of January 2023 at 10 a.m. Order number 1 and the
County Executive and the chairperson of county. Honorable members, after conveying the governor on the approval hearing of the candidate nominated for appointment to the position of Chief Officer laid on the table of the Assembly on Monday 9th as a Chief Officer for Economic Planning, Budgeting, and Procurement. Will as many are of these opinions say aye?
Aye. Mr. Speaker, that act is very rich if it could be well used to control proliferation of drug substance and the illicit brews that are mushrooming in a very big way in our county. Mr. Speaker, sir, I take cognizance of the fact that the mushrooming of these brews is affecting mostly our boy child. Boy child is endangered in Kirinyaga, and most of those people, and this one we can be able to confirm that are doing this illegal business. Mr. Speaker, sir, these people are not from this county of ours. Much as we had an act that was very ambitious and beautiful, the last 5 years have seen what I'm calling that proliferation in a very big way. And Mr. Speaker, sir, as Honorable Kamau has said, it is apparent that almost every other residential areas, even in our farms, you'll just go there, visit, you'll find a bar 100 meters away from the other. Mr. Speaker, Mr. K here will not be able to do this job alone. Mr. K here will have to be assisted by these honorable members. He doesn't have a touch of every word. We do a touch and feeling of every word. If you want Mr. K here to succeed, we must complement his efforts to make sure that this one is eradicated. Mr. Speaker, finally, when we did this act of 2014, having presented it now to the governor and he assented to it, there is a tendency that emerged. When the liquor committees were formed, sub-county administrators were given some powers. And they have abused these powers for so long. And this one can be confirmed in our area, the Moya constituency, where even before a committee sits, the sub-county administrator would recommend a license. Honorable members, through the committee that is responsible for this, we want now to keep track on what is happening, even what is being done even by our staff who are members of those committees. Otherwise, I do support, but K here is going to be appointed, if we approve him, into an area where I will feel for him, because these cartels are also not ready to cooperate with the government. Mr. Speaker, sir, the case that was put by the alcohol dealers has been finalized, and we expect now that once we give clean bill to those legal bar owners, we shall be able now to collect money. And this money, in the wisdom of what we did in 2014, this money was supposed to be plowed back into areas where youth would benefit from it. So, Mr. Speaker, the Department of Finance, the Chair of Finance is here. Much as we would want a lot of revenue to this county, we would also need now to take control of what is mushrooming illegally in our county. Thank you very much. I do support the approval of Mr. Key here.
We have been working together with Mr. Keya as the chair of UDA, and actually I'm very sure he supported, and every honorable member in this house got his support, because he is a man who is committed to work, and I'm very sure he will be able to support the governor and these honorable members, because he contributed to our election. And he is there to ensure that we offer services to our JICO. And Mr. Speaker, as one of the honorable members has said, we have been experiencing challenges in terms of revenue collection, especially in the department to the bar owners, who allegedly have a court case that they are going loud, saying that they have a court order, and now, Mr. Speaker, they have not been able to pay our revenue for 3 years. Mr. Speaker, I am very aware, and I'm very sure Mr. Kenya will support the government to ensure that all these people pay their taxes, because the case which is in court, even if it has been dismissed, it was relating to the COVID year, not about 2023 or 2022, 2023, Mr. Speaker. So we need a very aggressive person to ensure that the county government has delivered. And I'm very sure this one person in particular, Mr. Kenya, will be able to, and has ability, and he is capable of delivering the services once this house approves. Mr. Speaker, I start to support the motion.